Good morning, everyone. It's Penelope. And today we're going to do something a little bit different here on the channel. I'm on a journey, and I'm on a very teeter-tottery journey right now because I am so ready to just jump off the one side. But I have to wait. I have to be calm, and I have to make my decisions based on my future. So the question I pose is, who are you? Do you define yourself by your employment, your financial status, your class, your level of education, your mentality? Do you define yourself by the social groups that you run in, the circles of people and that you associate with? Do you define yourself as a leader, or do you define yourself as a follower? And that's very important because if you're a leader, you have a lot of responsibility. As a leader of a social group or a circle of people, you have the responsibility of leading people into a path of independent thinking. And I'm telling you this because if you define yourself as a leader of a group of people and you make it very cut and dry, well, these are the people that we're going to associate with. We're not going to associate with these people because these people will not think the same way, then you have failed your followers. And if you're a follower who follows a leader that sets guidelines for you as part of their group, then you're failing yourself. Because independent thinking is absolutely the way to be. I don't allow someone or a group of people to tell me to whom it is I can listen to or just associate with. I think it's sad, and I think that that's very important. If you're a leader, lead down the right path of independence. If you're a follower, don't follow a leader to a point of just a stifled road. There's forks in the road. There are different paths. There are so many things that are out there. So when you define yourself, you have to make sure that those definitions fit everyone around you. Okay? I am defined as a wife. I am defined as an employee. I am defined as a mother. I am defined as, a couponer or a prepper. But my new definition is homesteader. And homesteading has many definitions. And you will have this group of homesteaders that say, oh, well, you have to be this way. And you have a homesteader group that says, well, you can be this way too. Or you have the ones in the middle that kind of pull from both sides and go, okay, this is what I call homesteading and this is what I am. And that is who I am. I am in the middle. I still need to have financial income. I still need to have some, modern conveniences such as electric and water and things like that. I have not gone to solar yet, but I'm going to draw from this side and go, okay, so how do I combine, and I'll work with that. But I think before I go any further into that, I'm going to let you know that I'm physically worn out. I'm mentally worn out. I have worked for corporations, companies, independent businesses all my life. All my life. I have made someone else money. I have made someone else successful at the expense of myself. So I'm at a point where I'm trying to make a decision. Do I want to continue down the road of being a slave to production? Do I want to be a slave until I can't move anymore? Or do I want to cut back so that I can start this wonderful life as a homesteader on my property, having my own time, having my own say of what I'm giving and how much I'm giving? Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I have been married for more than half my life, and during that time, I have lost me. You know, I could have went back to school. I could have done a lot of things, but I was held back. Guess what? I'm not going to be held back from becoming a homesteader on my property. I don't care. And I've said it before, I'm going to do it myself if I have to put each fence post in myself. So that is my decision. But now I have to decide, how much of my time am I going to give to another corporation or a business? How much money do I actually have to have in order to continue to build this up? The house and property are paid for. I don't have that. I have to come up with about $650 a year for property taxes. So we know that set amount in order to keep the property. That I have to do. Okay? So, property's paid for, and property taxes is $650 a year. That's not bad. So, I know that I have to at least make $650 a year to keep the property. We know that amount. How much money do I need to survive on? Well, my electric bill right now is set at $150 because I'm on a set amount. So I know that I'm going to need $150 a month for electric. I know that if I want to keep my running water, I'm going to need $37 every 3 months. Those are things I know that I need. Now, my landline, I have to have a landline out here because we do not have any kind of cell service. I can get texts and I can send texts on my cell phone if I have it propped in a certain way in the window, but I cannot get calls, I cannot make phone calls. So I know that I have to have a landline, and with my landline comes my internet service, my telephone service, my cable service. And people say, well, you don't need cable. Well, it kind of combines into that. So we're looking at about $145 a month. So we know that's already $280 some a month that I have to have for my landline, because I have to have communication, and my electric. And then we know that I have to have $37 every 3 months for my water. Okay. What else do I need? I have to have car insurance. So right now that's running $95 a month. So add that to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $500 a month I know I have to have. That's a lot of money. But I don't have a car payment. So that I don't have. Don't have rent. Don't have a mortgage. That's pretty much it as far as bills that I absolutely have to have. Well, we're paying off debt. Okay, so we have 2 credit cards that we're paying off, and I'm trying to pay those off immediately. And I think altogether that's probably around, we'll say $4,000 that we have in debt with credit cards. So that I have to pay off. Other than that, what do I need to pay? Well, I didn't sit down and put this on paper because it's not really important. What I'm looking at is, do I want to work 6 days a week, 6 days a week, 6 days a week for a corporation to make money off of me so that I get a little bit in return and get browbeaten about rates, how much I'm producing, and then they hold back my my raises because maybe my rates didn't hit a certain point. Maybe I had to call off of work and I didn't have any vacation time because maybe my car was broke down, or there was a snowstorm and I couldn't get out, or maybe I had a really bad attack with my health and I couldn't actually move or do anything. Do I want that? Do I want the pressure of making me feel like I'm this big after giving service 6 days a week to their cause to make them money? I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want to continue to do or not. Once I get my husband set with him having a full-time job, him with his transportation situation straightened out, what do I want to do? Do I want to continue to pay into a 401k when I could put that money into my homestead for my security and my future? I don't know. Do I want people to make decisions for my money? I'm kind of on the fence about that. Well, actually, I'm not on the fence about it. I really don't want anyone to make any more decisions based on my money. So, undefining myself means I am going to undefine who I have been and define who I want to be. Who do I want to be? I want to be happy. I want to be happy with what I have and what I can build. And as a homesteader, that means a little bit at a time to be self-sufficient. Maybe I'll get a part-time job or 2 part-time jobs, and I can decide when I want to give people my time. That's where I'm at, guys. So, who are you? How do you define yourself? It's very important. If you give all of yourself to one corporation that is making money off of your time and they give you a little back, but they treat you like you're just a number and you're really not that important, may not be the right decision. So at 48 years old, I've got to think about my future, and then I have to think about my legacy. What am I going to leave? So I'm going to leave you on that note, and you all have a great day. Bye, everyone.